Morning everybody, 4th of August and another day in my daily diary of looking after my wife with Parkinson's and dementia. It's really bad, the wind and gales here, so I'm doing this from the car, as you can probably tell. I've done my gym, I've come up here to get my normal cappuccino and even the cafe's closed. And if you can see it from there, FB Cafe, even the shutters are down. So I'll just go into Cleveland's in a minute and get me panini and get a drink in there. I'm doing this now and I'll go for a quick walk on the front, but it's really bad. It's really blow the cobwebs out your mind. This. Yeah, I dropped Angie off at the day. Well, yesterday she didn't get up at all day. She stayed in bed all day. I woke her up in the morning. Changed the nightie and that, and changed the bedding, and got back in bed. She's leaving in bed for a bit, yeah. So I woke her up at 12 to give her the tablets at 12. Are you ready for getting up yet? No. So that was it. Then I kept bobbing in all day. 4 o'clock. She was awake at 4 o'clock. So, right, I need tablets. Come on, get up and get you something to eat. No, not yet. So, and I just left her. I kept checking on my phone. I kept bobbing, having a look, and she's restless. She's, was asleep, then she wasn't. Then she started twizzling her hair, so I'll give her that popper thing that I've got. So that she kept going on that again. So that's that's been a good move. And then yeah, she didn't get up at all. I don't know, I didn't do much myself really. I kept flicking on my phone and just faffing about really, doing now. So it's not as though I can get stuck in with doing something when she's in bed. It's sort of, I might as well get in bed myself, but you can't. I mean, sometimes I think I should go and have a lounge in the bath, but I can't, because I get in the bath and I'd have to have my phone on the camera, on the phone, on the window ledge, and be watching all the time, but I won't be able to relax properly. So it's yeah. So I don't know. And so she had nothing to eat and drink all day, apart from a water with the tablets. And I tried to get her, go on, have a bit more water. So when I got up this morning, I got up at my usual sort of 7ish. Had my breakfast, and on a Monday I tend to just give her some toast for the breakfast, because to get her to the day centre, because it takes that long to eat a porridge and fruit, and then they give her some toast as well when 10 o'clock ish. So it's not as though she's going without any breakfast. So when I went and woke her up, right, I just get your 8 o'clock tablets. Come on, I'll sit you up first. And sat her up on the edge of the bed, and her eyes just opened. And they were dead awake. I thought, oh, that's good. That must be from all the sleeping she's done yesterday. Are you getting me up? So I said, yeah, pretty of a decent volume to her voice as well. I said, yeah, come on, get your tablets first, and then we'll get you washed and dressed and fed, and we go to day centre. Didn't say anything, so I think the days of her saying I don't want to go, I think they're out of it now. They've gone, because he's not said that for a while. And considering she's starting going twice a week, then I keep glancing out here because it's the wind and the rain, it's lashing it down now. The sea's really rough, so I might cry off, might be a whimper, not go for me walking this. I might go for me cup of tea, my cup of cappuccino and my bite to eat, and if it eases up I'll go for my walk after. I'm getting soft in my old age. What was I saying then? Oh yeah, so but by the time I'd washed her and was getting her dressed, her eyes had gone again, and she was, so that alertness was only lasted about 10 minutes. So I sat at the table, give her a toast and a cup of tea and a vitamin capsules that I give her. Right, Angie, I'll leave you with him. I'll just go and get myself ready, because I just have a wash. I don't, when I go on a Monday, I'm going to the gym, I don't bother with that shower, because I just get a quick wash and then have my shower after I've done my workout at the gym, which I thoroughly enjoyed, to be honest. It was really, really needed. So yeah, really glad. Invigorates me. And when I dropped her off, it was lashing it down, so she was wet by the time I got off from the car to the through the doorway. So they took her coat off her and sat her in a big comfy armchair, got her out of the wet wheelchair. You know, what you having breakfast, Angie? Do you want a cup of tea? So, you know, everybody all saying, "Hi, morning, Angie." You know, so they all know her now, even the other people what go there as well. Because remember, people that go there, they're not all suffering with something. You know, either dementia or Parkinson's or a lot of people are, but a lot of people, especially the group of women that she tends to sit with, most of them are just locals that live on their own. They're not with anybody, so they just sit in, you know, for company. You know, so they can have sort of decent conversations. One of them, I think, especially, she's sort of that must be that Lynn. Was it Lynn who took the photograph? I've never asked her who she was actually to thank that photograph. I must try and remember later when I pick her up. And I was talking to Karen, you know, one of the workers. She was saying that, you know, she'd listened to me, you know, one of my diaries, my daily diaries, where I was saying after when she comes away from the day centre, she sort of just shuts down. But Karen said, no, that's because we do have her doing stuff. We don't, you know, we let her have a sleep, you know, early on if she's tired, and then it's like, come on, Angie, do this, do that, and you're getting up and they keep her going, keep her on the go, and chat to her and that. So that's what it is. It takes it out of her. So then, you know, obviously, so that's what happened tonight. I presume that's what it was, you know, but it still doesn't. Sometimes it stops you thinking, you know, why do I get this side? Why do I get this side of her and not the, you know, the wide awake, you know? But then again, am I getting, you know, am I doing the, come on, Angie, let's do this, let's do that, like they said, day centre does? So probably not. I'm probably not. I'm probably just doing the same old, and it's, you know, anyway, so that's the way it is. It is what it is, should we say. So yeah, so I'll pick her up after, as usual, and go for a brew at her sister's. Oh, and then I'm going viewing another bungalow at 5 o'clock. This one's we actually looked at this while we drove round and looked at it a few months ago, and then it got sold. So it's either fell through, because I can't remember, it was probably 5 or 6 months ago. So it's either fell through, which seems a bit strange after so long, or somebody's bought it, and because it was a bit, if I remember rightly, it was a bit sort of wanted a few jobs doing to it, but on the photographs it doesn't. So I've a feeling maybe somebody bought it and just spent a few quid on it and put it back on the market. So anyway, but it's advertised as a 4-bedroom, but one of the bedrooms is being used as a dining room. So, like I said before, I do need a dining table, somewhere to sit. I'm not quite sure on the size of the main room, but anyway, I'll have a look, you know, and leave it as it is. So we'd have 3 bedrooms, which is what I keep on, but they're all on ground floor as well. It's not a dormer. So yeah, so fingers crossed, we'll have a look at that. That's booked for 5 o'clock. So we'll have a look at that one, and something's going to turn up. Something will turn up. So yeah, today after mid-lunch, I'm going to ring the Parkinson's nurse, just to explain that Angie seems to be getting a bit worse. And is it because of the extra tablet, when, you know, the extra increase in tablet that we're now giving her at 8 o'clock in the morning and 8 o'clock at night, and also about the, you know, the excessive urine, you know, whether it's because somebody mentioned tablets or an injection, so she'll know anyway, and even maybe a sleeping tablet. So I'll probably have to speak to the memory clinic on that, because the memory tablet she takes of a night time, you can't take that and a sleeping tablet. In fact, no, I won't speak. I'll ring the memory clinic and ask them, but it'll be the Parkinson's specialist, Mr. McGee. He'll either say, yeah, put her back on the sleeping tablet and take her off that, because it was him that said, well, go and get your memory tablets, but we'll have to take her off because she used to be on a sleeping tablet. Yeah, so it's just trial and error again, you know. Then I'm going to ring Ida, the adult social care worker, about trying to set some respite up before get it in place now, so that next time I get really pissed off and down, should we say, like I was sort of last few days, last week, I can just call it on and say, right, you know, I need to get a couple of days respite, you know. So I want to try and get it in place. I'll speak to Heidi, so I'm going to do all this afternoon, but for now I'm going to go and get my bite to eat, get me lunch and my brew. So yeah, it's stopping raining, but it's still really strong, that wind. So yeah, I'm going to chicken out, have my walk, go and get me dinner and have a look, and maybe come for my walk later on, and see what the day brings. Fingers crossed for this bungalow. Okie dokie. So as usual, please press your like button, follow me, share these videos with as many people as you can, and let's just try and educate as many people from carers' point of view on this Parkinson's and dementia thing. Alright, so again, thanks for watching. So I'll do another one tomorrow. So you take care now. Bye.